What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and there's a couple things I want to talk about today, starting with the BS memory that everybody got from the Valentine gift event. Everybody should have been able to get this. If they were farming this every single day, everybody should have been able to get this a couple days ago, and we actually still have 3 days remaining, so there's really no excuses as to why you shouldn't get it. Even on my free-to-play account, I have already gotten this BS memory, which is pretty fantastic, guys. I really love that they've done this, and I hope they do more of this. They said in them notes that they're going to be giving us more memories and make it easier for us to get these things because they're extremely difficult, especially considering they're going to be adding the new change-up system where we're going to need 3 extra memories to level our character up even further. Now, who should you give the BS memory to? And I think that's the question a lot of people would ask themselves. Who should you give it to? Well, these are your BS characters. Obviously, there's Ignis as well. That's from the Epic Quest, which we're going to get to here in a little bit. But here's my advice to all of you. Because we know the Street Fighter collaboration is coming up, and we also, well, we don't know 100% for sure. We really don't know. You got to take it with a grain of salt. We don't know. But we think that Akuma and maybe Bison will come to the game. It was data mined that Vega, and Vega is Bison in America, right? He was Bison in Japan, but whenever he came to America, they changed his name to Vega. So he could be Bison, right? That's and that's 2 main bosses that could be BS characters, guys. So, right? So my advice to all of you, and if there's any time to give us a BS collaboration character, it would be the Street Fighter collaboration. That would be the optimal, the best time to do it. A lot of people are really hoping that maybe Akuma, and if Bison comes, again, I don't want to stress that we don't know if they're coming yet, okay? I don't know. But if they are, then there's a really good chance that we probably will get a BS version, right? Or at least one of those characters, if we get both of them, will have a BS version. And I honestly would tell you to save these BS memories for that. I would highly recommend it. Now, they might have an event where we actually get free memory. That would be sick if they did that. I mean, in the last collaboration, it was amazing all the free stuff we got. We got free SS memories. We were able to get Soul level up to A3. Like everybody should have been able to do it, even if they were on a free-to-play account. No problem, if not further. So there is a good chance that we'll probably get something that's going to help us level up a BS character. If we do get a BS character, more likely we're going to get SS characters as well, right? Ryu or Chun-Li might be SS characters, and we do know that we're getting those characters. I don't think they're going to be BS, probably going to be SS. But I would just tell you to wait. Now, obviously, if you have a favorite character and one of them's a BS character and you got that BS memory, by all means, slap it on them, right? I'll probably end up using my memories for Leona here. I mean, I still got a selector for Leona also. So I might end up just doing it for her because she is my waifu, she's my girl. So I'll probably just level her up, right? And later on in the future, she'll get a change-up kit just like all these other characters. The dev notes already told us that, BS characters and SS characters, especially the ones that have already showed up in the game, are more than likely going to be getting those change-up kits. So we're going to be able to level all of these characters up. I mean, Rugal and Orochi are going to be the first of their kind, so we'll see how that plays out. But unless you got a favorite character that you got your eye on, or you're saving your BS memory for to come into the game, then I would just save your BS memory for the collaboration to see what we get. And more than likely we're going to get a different BS banner upcoming, and it might that one of those characters might be one of your favorite characters also. I mean, you never know. The other thing that I want to touch on is the Epic Quest. Now, I have been grinding this thing like crazy, right? I've been doing this one here, this stage right here, episode 3 here, right? I've been doing this one here over and over and over, right? And that's because old Nameless here can pretty much just plow through this thing, no problem. He just scoots through it with his heal from his 3BG, his heal from his core, the shield that he has, the damage output that the character has is just nutty, right? And I let this thing run. By the way, having a PC client is just godly for farming. It's insane because I just let my computer run, play through all this, collect all these things. And it is a slow process. And I mean a slow process as far as getting your buffs in the Epic Quest. It is ridiculously slow. I've been doing this now. Well, I mean, I didn't do it for a long time because my phone kept getting hot and I just didn't want to do it on my phone anymore. And now that we got the PC client, I've been doing it for the last about 4 days. And I've been farming almost every day, just constantly. When I go to work, whatever, I just let this thing roll. Farm, right? And that meter, that buff meter, it just seems like it's like molasses on a winter day, right? It's just so slow. It's just barely creeping. It is ridiculous. And there's something that I keep forgetting to do every single day whenever I'm doing this. And we're going to get to that here in a little bit. That would really help your progression in this. And many of you already know this. Many of you have already been doing this. And you should have been doing this from the very beginning when the Epic Quest actually showed up. But I actually have forgotten about it. Well, at least in the last 4 days, I forgot about it. And it really would have helped my progression if I would have been doing it. By the way, Nameless's fear is godly in this crap. Like, these characters got these cores where they have the instant AoE, like Mary, Terry, Nameless. I mean, by the way, Terry's godly as well because of his heals, because of his shield, right? I mean, they're just nuts for this kind of stuff. Crazy characters. You can see Nameless has full life right now, because if he does take any damage, he just heals up, right? And then he's got a shield that protects him for that 7-second period. And these opponents they don't do no 20 hits. And he's got that CC with the fear. I mean, he's just nuts, right? I mean, this is nothing for this character. I don't have to worry about him failing at all. He just kind of plows through all of it, destroys everything. Not a big deal at all. And sometimes it can get close, and that's why I got Nightmare Geese up here, just in case, Nameless does die, but he usually doesn't die. He usually pretty much just plows through this whole thing on his own. But again, guys, if you got Nameless or Terry, man, they're godly characters to farm with. Or Soul, bad guy. Oh my God. Just nutty, man. Super awesome for this kind of stuff. Oh yeah. And even though, we can't break these guys' armor, we can't guard break them, because of his fear, he does have that CC to where they're just kind of sitting still. Pretty cool. Oh yeah. Easy peasy with this dude, right? So cool. And see, they're just feared, right? I like how sometimes whenever he fears him, he just kind of stands there and looks at him. It's like, what are you doing, bro? Just attack. Sometimes the AI is a little funky the way they play. I really wish they would spam their skills whenever they use their awakened skills, but I guess that'd be too broken. Netmarble don't want to do that, right? They want to give more of a reason to have these OP characters with these shields and these defensive mechanisms and these heals. That way it makes them even stronger, right? Because if you're not spamming your skills, you're not spamming hyper armor over and over and over, well, then having those shields and them heals are even better, right? Because that just increases your survivability even more in this sort of thing. But, I mean, look at him, guys. It's pretty awesome, I gotta say, man. It's one thing I like about having a character like this. And, I could use those BS memories on him and level him up and give me more CP, and that would make things a lot easier, right? It'd make things a lot easier, but really I don't need to, right? Even at 8-3 with my buffs around 46, 47, can easily do this. He's just barely taking any damage at all, and once he goes into his 3 PG, he'll just heal right up. And he's just about got this thing whooped up. I love every time he fears, he just kind of stands there and looks at her. It's like, he's just like, what's up? Come on, bro, attack. What you doing, man? And there you go, guys. And you saw how much damage we took through that whole fight. Wasn't much at all, right? He pretty much destroys this thing. That's just something I wanted to show you guys. Pretty awesome. And by the way, whenever you do farm these buffs like this, you don't get much of a buff at all, right? I mean, right now I'm at 46, 47, 47. In order for me to go to here, I need 150, right? I got level 2 down here. I mean, it's a lot. It takes forever to do this. And the thing that I keep forgetting to do is to get these buffs from the Epic Daily Mission. I mean, literally, man, you just click on the episode that you're trying to enter. In my case, I'm trying to do episode 2 because episode 1 and episode 0 are a complete joke for my account because my buffs are already high enough. But for episode 2, you should absolutely be doing this. 300 is a lot, right? And this is what I keep forgetting to do, right? I mean, literally, you can just auto clear it or play it on manual and get these huge buffs. I mean, the buffs that you get, I mean, look at these buffs, right? This is not much at all. It's little bitty stuff. And I'm using even the right characters on my team, right? That's the thing. I'm using the right characters on my team, and that's all the buff I get. But whenever you do that twice, right? Now, look, we got 300. Watch this meter just rise. Now, it's for one thing, but still, look at that. That's a lot. That makes a big difference in your progression as far as farming in the Epic Quest, right? The only thing that sucks for me is that I'm not at 3-6. I mean, I just wish it was more. I wish they would give more of a buff. You know, they really try to make them tickets pretty relevant, right? Well, the tickets are relevant because of the way they have this set up, right? I mean, that is just, and if you're doing this every single day, right? If you're doing this every single day, you're going to be able to farm these buffs a whole lot faster. Now, my next buff here is 3-6, and unfortunately, I don't have 3-6 unlocked because I need to unlock 3-6. Oh, there's the reset. Thank you for those rubies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated, much appreciated. But until I get 3-6 unlocked, I won't be able to gain those other buffs, right? And I got to get to, well, actually over 150 to be able to do this. And I just want to remind everybody, you know, whenever you're farming Epic Quest, man, make sure that you are coming in here, and whether you're in episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, that you are collecting these things, that you are doing this to really increase your buffs a lot faster. Because, you know, if you just sit there and you just farm on repeat over and over and over, you're going to find that your buffs are not going to increase very fast. And if you are collecting these things and you are playing this, you really should be getting these tickets as well, then it's going to be that much better for you. And if you're farming these tickets, that's going to help you tremendously whenever you get to the last part of the Epic Quest, right in here, to actually farm in here, because you're going to need those tickets to farm in here so you can actually get these resources right here. So you can get these resources down here. So I just wanted to remind everybody about that, man. And by the way, also get those BS memories so you could actually use them to exchange in a combined BS memory system, which we know will come back in the future. So if you are farming in the Epic Quest, make sure that you are doing that. And let me know what you guys' speculation is as far as the BS characters. You know, do you think that if we get Akuma and Bison, that they're going to be BS characters? And let me know who you're saving your BS memory for. And I stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT+7 time. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.